This is going to be a strength and balance class. We will be using 2 water bottles or cans for the strength portion, so grab those. And then you will also need a hand towel about this big. We'll begin the workout with a seated warm-up. We'll then move into standing cardio, then into seated strength, then standing balance, and we'll finish with seated core and a seated stretch. So let's begin with our seated warm-up. We will begin with side steps out to the side right here. So let's start with our feet moving side to side. Add your arm when you're ready with a reach opposite. As you reach out, use the same arm as your leg. Let's double up, so do 2 on each side, and then switch. All right, we're going to move on to a tap to the front with your heel, and then go ahead and add a punch with your same arm. So tap your heel out and punch that same arm to the front. Let's do 2 on each side, so double it up, so 2, and then switch. Great work. Let's take this to a march. March in place, so lift your whole foot, raise your knee, and pump your arms. We'll be here on the march for about 15 more seconds. Then we're going to do a big cross body reaching step. All right, here we go. So you're going to take your foot out, opposite arm reaches out, bring it in, tap the knee. So say on that same side, tap and reach, tap and reach. Good, let's switch to the other side. So opposite leg out, opposite arm out, tap it in the middle, reach it out. Three seconds left. Good, let's just take it back to our side steps, reach it out. Same arm, same leg. One more time through our warm-up exercises. All right, change this to your heel tap to the front, and let's punch. This time let's do the opposite arm as the foot that's reaching out. Punch, opposite heel taps. Now notice, whatever pace you're moving is fine. You can decide how quickly or how slowly you want to move through these exercises. You're still in the warm-up, so it's okay if you're still picking up your pace slowly. Let's go to doubles. Okay, so 2, then 2. 2 on each side. Great work. One more each side. And let's march it out. Pump your arms. Lift your whole foot, knee lifts, core is engaged as you march. Great work. All right, get ready to go to our opposite arm, opposite leg reaches with the knee tap in the middle in 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg goes out, tap it in. Out, tap it in. The other arm can just hang down by your side as long as it's out of your way. You're really going to start to feel this on the leg that's moving. We'll switch here very shortly to do the other side. 5 more seconds here. All right, switch sides, out and tap. Great work. 10 seconds left here. Then we're done with our warm-up. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's go ahead and stand up. I'm going to adjust the camera for a moment, because we will want to use our chair here for balance as needed. Okay, so when you need to use the chair, keep in mind it's there for you, but if you feel comfortable letting go of the chair, you can let go of the chair. And what I would like you to do first is a step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. I'm going to go ahead and move my chair out of the way so you can see my whole body. And when you're ready, I want you to add a row. Row. So you're pulling your arms back as you move through that step touch. Good. Now you can speed this up or slow it down depending on what you feel like you need today. We're going to be going through 5 exercises 2 times for a 10-minute cardio section. You have 14 seconds left on this exercise. All right, get ready for your next exercise. You're going to have stable feet and we're going to jab, so punch to the front. Now the faster you go here, the more challenging it will be, the more your heart rate will come up. So go ahead and punch at the pace that challenges you. You're in a slight squat, so knees are slightly bent as you're punching forward. Keep that up. Good, you can kind of bounce a little bit in that if you'd like. Now I want you to keep in mind, you could do this seated. Okay, so if you're feeling fatigued, feel free to sit down and do these jabs in the chair. "15 seconds left. Keep that going. All right, done with that one. We're going to go into a modified cross-country ski. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. You're going to step one foot back, then the other foot back. So step back, step back. When you're ready, add some arms. Pull back, as if you were using poles and you were cross-country skiing through a beautiful wintry woods. Step back and pull back. Great work. that going. You have 10 more seconds on the modified ski. Then we have another type of punching coming up. 2, 1. All right, plant your feet, strong legs. Let's go to a punching down. So you're punching down and across right here. Now you get this little side to side lean here, but your chest stays up. You're twisting your torso, so you're working your obliques as you do this. Punching down. Keep that going. Slight bend in your knees. You're doing great. You have 20 seconds left on these punches. Three, 2, 1. All right, next exercise is going to be a hamstring curl. So you're going to be bringing your heel up towards your rear, and you're going to press your arms back, squeezing your tricep muscle as you do. Press and kick. Good. If you just want to tap backwards with your toe on the ground, that would be a way to make this a little bit less intense for your balance. If you want to challenge your balance more, get a little more cardiovascular intensity, then raise your heel up. Either way, try to press your elbow straight each time you either tap or lift your back foot. And again, you decide the pace that you need today. Almost done with this one. We're going to go through each of these cardio exercises one more time. So let's bring it to our step touch to the side. Step touch, step touch. When you're ready, you row. And feel free, again, to pick up the pace here or slow it down. Grab your chair if you need to for a balance assist at any point. You're doing great. We have 15 more seconds on this exercise. All right, let's take it to our punches to the front. So stable legs, slight bend in the knees, punch to the front. Punch, 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 punch. Good, now remember the speed that you do this will impact how challenging it is. You're also getting some strength work for your shoulders here as you punch. So you decide how quickly you want to go. If you need more of a challenge, pick up your pace. You can also slow it down. If you have any shoulder issues, feel free to just take it right here, nice and close to your body, so it looks more like you're running in place. You choose what works best. You're here for 20 more seconds. Great work. 3, 2, 1. Modified cross-country ski. So step back, step back. When you're ready, add the pull back. Pull. As you pull that leg back, the arm also pulls back. Keep that going. You're doing great. "20 seconds left on the ski. Three, two, one. Good. Plant your feet. We're going back to our downward punch. I want you to do 2 each side this time. So it's punch, punch, then switch. Punch, 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 punch. Get that torso twist so you work your core as you punch. Cardio, core, and arm strength all in one. And you're in a half squat, so you're working your legs. Great exercise for lots of different reasons. "20 seconds to go on these double downward punches. Five. Great job. All right, back to our hamstring curl. Bringing the heel towards the rear. Option to just tap your toe behind you. Either way, let's press backwards. Engage the muscles on the back of your arm as you do this. So put a little squeeze in those muscles, and then you decide you can either lift the heel or just tap the toe behind you. This is the last exercise in our cardio section. Then we're going to have a seat and go into strength. "15 more seconds. Three, two, one. Very good. You'll need your chair for this next section, so bring it back so it's in front of wherever you can see the video. Ooh, don't trip on it like I did. I'm going to adjust my camera one more time so you can see my feet a little more. And you will need your water bottles or canned goods nearby, as well as your hand towel. We're going to start with our hand towel. So take your hand towel, grab either end so it's long and narrow, and I want you to start to bicycle your arms forward. Okay, try to keep some tension on that hand towel the whole time that you do this. So we have 5 strength exercises to do, and we're going to do 2 times through on our group of 5. You're doing great. You should start to feel this in your shoulders, maybe your back muscles. Good. Go ahead and reverse your circle. So make the circle go in the other direction. Make sure your shoulder blades are squeezing flat against your back. Okay, that's going to help make sure we don't put this too much in the shoulder area and keep it in our muscles, our arms, and our back muscles rather than our shoulder joint. You have 15 more seconds on this one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and set your hand towel down. Pick up your water bottles or cans. Have them hanging down by your sides. Hold them with in the palm of your hand. We're going to a bicep curl. Now, I want you to take it up fast, down slow. Up fast, down slow. Good. Keep that going. Up fast. do not have weights or water bottles or canned goods, you can do this with just your body weight. That is fine. You will still get a benefit from it, especially doing it in this way of up fast, down slow. Good work. All right, now I want you to take it right in the middle and do little pulses for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your shoulder blades back against your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can set your weights down. We'll use them again in a little bit. Moving to our leg strength. So we're going to do chair stands, where you stand up and sit down as many times as you can. Okay? Go at your own pace. Arms can be here across the chest, on the legs if you need a little push. Okay? Here we go. We're going to do 1 minute of chair stands. You go at your pace. Remember, if you need to give yourself a little boost, push on those legs to stand up. That is fine. You do what you need to do today. The important thing is that you're doing this workout at all. Just keep it up. As you stand, I want you to think about powerfully engaging the muscles in your legs, and then slow and controlled on the way down. We have 15 more seconds. You're doing a great job. This may be the most important exercise we do in this whole class. We have to be able to get up to do what we want to do in life. 2, last one. Good, have a seat. All right, we're going to move to a leg extension. So I want you to bring one leg out and straight, squeeze your quadricep muscle, and then lower. We're going to hold each side, squeeze it, hold it straight for 5 seconds. Good, up and squeeze. Make sure you're thinking about the muscle you're squeezing so it really works it. Our brain has the ability, switch legs, to tell our muscles to work harder. So make them do that. Good, up and squeeze. And switch legs. Up and squeeze. We have one more on each side. And switch, last one here. You should feel your legs. They should be a little fatigued from that. Very good. Okay, grab your water bottles or cans for your last strength exercise in this round. I want you to do a low row. So have your weights or your bottles hanging down low. Pull your elbows back and squeeze. So from the side, it looks like this. Both arms pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you do this. Squeeze. Good. The more you think about pinching your shoulder blades together, the more this is going to work. Elbows stay nice and close to your body. We have 20 seconds left on this one. Then we get to go back to the top. We do this list of strength exercises one more time through. Very good. You may set your weights down. Take up your towel for your bicycles with your hand towel. So one hand on either end, start to bicycle. Good. Now remember, shoulder blades are tight and flat against your back. Core is engaged, sitting tall. You could do this exercise standing if you wanted to, if you felt like you wanted to work on standing while you're working your upper body. But you still get a lot done in the chair. We will be standing up for the next section of class, so get ready for that. Switch directions, circle back towards you. Great work. Five seconds left. My shoulder muscles and arm muscles are feeling it. Rest. Okay, set your towel down, pick up your bottles. We go back for our bicep curl. Here we go, bring it up, down slow. Up quick, down slow. Make sure you're breathing. We have 25 seconds left on our bicep curl. Keep that pattern, up quick, down slow. Last one. Great work. Okay, get ready for your final set of chair stands today. All right, arms can cross or push, and ready, set, go. Up and back down. Now, if you want to make this more interesting, I want you to go up for the count of 1, super fast, down for the count of 3. Now, you can also just stand up and sit down at whatever pace feels right for you. But if you want to make it a little more interesting for your legs, up fast, down slow. Ten seconds left. And have a seat. Very good. We go back to our leg extension. So extend your leg out and hold for 5 each side. Squeeze this leg right here, your quadricep muscle, and switch to the other side. Lift it up, squeeze it right here, nice and tight. And switch. You're still sitting up tall in your chair, your core is engaged. You're working all kinds of muscles just by sitting tall. Good. Other side. Lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. Great work. Keep that up. Very nice. Let's do one more each side. We're just going to hold it for 3 each side. 2, 1, and switch. It's 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab your bottles for one more strength exercise. It's our low row, so bottles hang down by your sides, shoulder blades are together and squeezing, elbows pull back. Good. Now, if you feel like your weights or your bottles aren't too heavy, then you can think about doing this faster. Okay, so you'll get more volume by doing more reps. If they feel like they're challenging, then slow it down, focus on your form, and pull that heavier weight back. If you don't have weights, then I want you to focus on doing rows at a quicker pace with just your arms. You'll still work your back muscles even without the weights. And you just have 15 more seconds. Great. Okay, set your weights down. We're going to be moving into a standing balance section next, so you can put your weights and towel off to the side. You will want your chair in front of you or next to you for a balance assist. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera and then we'll get started. exercise that we're gonna do for balance is a heel-toe rock. So you're gonna go up on your toes, then back to your heels. And clearly I need to adjust it one more time. Bear with me. All right, so now you can see my feet. So start to do a heel-toe rock. Use that chair as you need it. Go up on your toes, then rock back on your heels. And notice where this exercise is challenging for you. Where does it feel most challenging for your balance? Take your time through this. This is a slower part of the class. Often the slower we go, the more difficult it is for our balance. Good, let's move into the next exercise, which is going to be a square stance weight shift. So take your feet at least as wide as your shoulders, and then I want you to shift your weight side to side. Again, the chair is there for you if you need it. Lean it side to side. As you lean, you can lift your heel if you can lean that far. And then think about your center of gravity shifting over one leg, through the middle, and then over the next. Now again, you can decide how quickly you want to move through this. Good, let's add a little reach with our arm. As we get over to this side, we're going to reach out and pause. Reach out and pause. Very good. All right, let's change it to our split stance. So put your right foot slightly in front of your left. So from the side, it's going to look like this. Chair is there if you need it. Start to shift your weight to the front foot, then to the back. Front foot and back. Feel which part of this is most challenging for you. Just notice that. Make sure your shoulders are shifting over the front and then over the back leg. Your back heel lifts, then your front toe lifts. Let's add that reach to the front when you're up to the front. Reach. And reach. Good, you decide the pace that this is going to work for you. One more time. Great. Let's switch and do the other foot in front. So left foot in front, right foot behind. Just begin by shifting your weight from your back foot to your front foot. Your toe and your heel are still staying down. You're not lifting up completely, but the weight is barely in that back foot, and then it's barely in the front foot as you shift. All right, let's add our reach. So left arm reaches out as you pause in front, pulls back. Reach out and pause, pull back. Let's do two more like that. Excellent. All right, come back to having the chair out to the side, one hand on the chair. We're going to do leg lifts now. So we're going to do 10 leg lifts to the front with the leg that's further from the chair. So it'll look like this. Good, core is strong. Think about your quadricep muscle as you lift. That muscle is engaged. Good, we have 4 more here. Now to make this harder, don't quite touch down your foot when you bring it towards the other foot. Last 2. Last 1. Good, now we're going to lift that same leg out to the side. the leg you're standing on is going to start to get tired. Now you can challenge your balance a little bit by lightening your grip on the chair. You don't have to do that, but you can do that. I want you to feel it in the gluteus medius, which is the muscle right here on the side of your buttocks. Last one here. Good, now we're gonna lift it to the back. So lift, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me. Slight hinge forward in the hip, lift that foot to the back. Both hands can be on the chair this way. Core is strong. Leaning forward slightly is gonna take the pressure out of your lower back and put the pressure in your buttocks muscle, which is where we want it. Use that chair to help you balance. Very good. The leg you were standing on should feel a little fatigued. Now we're going to lift the other leg. So I'm going to reposition my chair. Here we go. Lift it to the front. We're doing 10 each direction. Again, you can lighten your grip if you want to challenge your balance here. Either way, you're working your strength in your legs. Excellent. Now let's lift it to the side. Here we go. Toe faces forward as does your knee. So you feel it right here in your gluteus medius. Core is strong. You're standing tall with good posture, trying to keep your hips as even as you can. 2 more. Good. Now let's lift that same leg to the back. Turn to face your chair. Slight lean forward. Lift up the leg, feel your rear end muscles squeeze as you lift. So that's where the pressure is, not in the lower back area. Last one. Excellent work. Okay, we're going to sit down for the final portion of the workout, which is going to be a core section. So this first exercise is our seated crunch. So sit so that there's space between the back of the chair and your back. Arms crossed to the front. You're going to lean back, touch the back of the chair with your shoulders, then lean forward. So lean back and lean forward. Feel the belly muscles strong and tight as you do this. Feel the contraction as you come up. You'll notice this is also kind of the beginning of what you would do if you were going to try to stand up out of your chair. You lean forward and then you try to stand up. One more crunch here. Good, now sit tall. Let's grab our water bottles if you have them still nearby for this one. That is optional, but it can add a little extra challenge. We're going to an oblique lean. So we're going to lean down like we're trying to touch our water bottle to the floor, pull back up. Lean down, come back up. So your torso is what's working here. It's your oblique muscles on the outsides of your body working hard on this. Good. Think like you're trying to touch the floor, change your mind, pull yourself back up. Let's do 2 more each side. Sit tall, very good. You can set your water bottles down. And we're going to go to one more core exercise in this series is a twisting knee crunch. So I want you to sit tall. If you can, bring your hands up here or on your shoulders, go ahead. If that hurts your shoulders, just put your hands on your hips. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our knee towards our opposite elbow, come back to center. Opposite elbow to knee. Good. So it's working now your internal obliques. You might have to scooch forward on your chair a little bit so you don't run into the back of your chair. Think of having really tall posture the entire time you do this. And then notice your torso is kind of like a washcloth that you're wringing out. It's twisting as you do these. Very nice. Arms come down. Back to our crunch. We have one more time through these, so make sure there's room between your back and the chair back. Cross your arms in front, and here we go. Lean back, touch the top of your shoulders to the back of a chair, and sit up. Lean forward. Feel the muscles right here in the belly working to help pull you up, and then slowly lower you back. You're in control of the whole movement. One more here. Very good. Grab your water bottles for our second set of our oblique leans. Hands hang down by your side. When you're ready, we're going to lean almost like we're trying to reach the floor with that water bottle, or just your hand. If you don't have them nearby, it's fine to just use no weight for this. You'll still get work done. Good, we're going to do two more each side. Very nice. Go ahead and set your water bottles to the side. We are completely done with them now. And let's go to our knee to elbow twist. So twist as if you're trying to touch your elbow and your opposite knee. Remember, you could do this here if that bothers your shoulder, to have your hands up like that, or even put your hands on your hips and just do a slight twist. Okay, if this bothers your back, you could also just do the torso or just do the knee. Either one. Make sure your core muscles are engaged, so you're thinking of bracing the belly. The belly button pulls slightly towards your spine as you twist. Let's do one more each direction. Very nice. We're going to do some stretching now. So let's begin with the seated hamstring stretch. So put one leg out straight, one leg bent, and then lean forward till you feel a stretch in the straight leg. Breathe and hold. Think of inhaling and exhaling as you hold the stretch. All right, slowly come back up. Other leg comes out. Straight. Lean forward till you feel a stretch in the back of your straight leg. Inhale and exhale. Just keep holding that stretch. All right, come back up. Let's go to a seated quadricep stretch. So we're going to turn to the side, put one arm on the back of your chair, let the leg that's in front drop down so your knee is pointing down towards the floor, and then push your hips forward. If you want, you can even reach up with your arm. You'll feel a stretch right through the front of your hip and in your quadricep. Make sure you're breathing as you hold. All right, let's turn to the other side. Again, drop your leg down so your knee is pointing towards the floor. Squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward. If you need more of a stretch, reach your arm up and you'll feel it more. Breathe and hold. to the center. Place your hands on your knees. Let's go through a cat-cow series. So I want you to inhale and round your spine. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my whole back. Exhale, push your chest forward. Inhale and exhale, chest comes forward. Inhale, round. Exhale, forward. Find your center. Let's finish with a chest stretch. So sit back against your chair, let your arms hang back. Breathe. You can look up slightly, feel that stretch across the front of your body. Slowly come back to seated. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And give yourselves a hand. Great job on that workout today.